Welcome everyone. Now I am going to explain how I am inserting a element in the double linked list at a desired position. So in the desired position means I can perform lot of tasks. See here, if I can insert at a particular position, if I say I want to insert it as a number third element, so it is also a desired position. Or if I can insert between two elements, so if I want to insert a element between two and three elements, that is also a desired element. Or if I can insert after some element or before some element. These all operations are comes under inserting a desired position. But here I am particularly discussing how we are inserting a element after one particular element. So if I select a element, so the new node or new value will become a next element of what I decided. So here I am discussing how I am inserting a element after some particular element. See, you can see it is the algorithm. If I want to follow, if I want to do this performance, I will read the value and I will check whether the linked list is empty or not. If it is empty means I will simply put it, the operation is failed. Why? Because see, in previous insertion operations, that is insert an end or starting, if the linked list is empty, whatever the element we are inserting, that one will come as head and tail of the linked list. Am I right? That one become as head and tail of the linked list. But here we are inserting a element after one particular element. After one particular element, if the linked list is empty, that means there is no elements. So can I insert after particular element? No. Why? Because there is no elements. Am I right? So that insertion is not possible. So the only difference between starting, ending and the desired position is, if it is starting or ending, the linked list is empty, then the new node will become as head. But here it will become as a error. If the elements are not available in the linked list, then it will become as a error. Okay. If some elements are available in the linked list, then I have to do the operation, this complete operation. Why I need to do the operation? To find my desired element. To find my desired element. If I find that desired element, then only I can insert the value after that element. Am I right? Now let's convert this algorithm into a programming. So previously I shown the flow chart. If I convert that flow chart into a text manner, then this algorithm will come. So see here, one read element, the second check whether it is a empty linked list or not. In 4, if it is not a empty linked list, then I will do the operations. I will find the desired element, and that after that desired element, I will insert the new node. Am I right? See, so as you previously seen in the previous videos, so before going to follow these steps, first I will create a variables which are I'm going to use in the program, in later program. See here, I'm using, here I'm using new node. Am I right? Here I'm using new node. It is a one variable. The second, in first step only, I'm reading the data. Am I right? In first step only, I'm reading the data. So for that reading the data reading also, I need a variable. And here I will read the data. Here I will read the desired element also. Why? Because I need to insert the element after the desired position or after the desired node. Am I right? Now next, for searching purpose, as you seen, I am using the temporary variables. In every program, I am using temporary variables. So here I need to define the temporary variable also. So I need to define the variables for reading the whatever the value we are inserting, and for desired data, and second for new node, and next for temporary variables using for swapping. Okay, so before going to the program, first I will define the function. Am I right? I will define the function. See here, it is my function. It is a void insert at desired. Now I declared a function. Am I right? I declared a function. It is a void means no return type. Now I'm going to convert this program into a definition of that program. Definition of that program. So initially I will show you the entire program. This is the entire program. If I write the program into a, sorry, the algorithm into a program, it will become as like this. So let's discuss one by one step by step. So previously we seen 9 steps, am I right? So let's discuss one by step. So first what I have to do, I need to declare the variables which I am going to use in the next program. So those are the variables as I explained, that new node, a temporary variable and values after, and here I declared status. Why? Because I need to check whether the element is found or not, whether the element is found or not. For that I use the status. In later programs I will explain why I used the status. Am I right? So next I need to check, or I need to get the data, or I need to process this algorithm into a program. So in first step what I'm going to do, I am reading the data from the user. See here, I want to insert the 50. I want to insert rule number 50 into my class, DS class, after 4. Yeah, if I have some students in my class, I want to insert rule number 50 into my class after 4. So this is my requirement. So in first step, what I'm going to do, I need to insert the data. Am I right? I need to read the data from the user. What the value I need to insert, where I want to insert. So here value is 50. So I'm joining rule number 50 as a value. I want to join after 4. I want to join 4. So I'm joining 50 after 4. Now these two lines will be defined like that, or will do the process. Now in second step what I'm going to do, I'm checking whether the linked list is empty or not. So if it is the empty linked list as I previously explained, so I want to insert at the desired position. So list is empty means there is, I can't find the desired element. Am I right? So I will directly put a error message. See here, see, you know how I am checking? If the head value is null, then that linked list is empty. Am I right? If head value is null, then the linked list is empty. So here if you see, the head value is null. Am I right? No, if the no elements are available, then I have to put, or I have to show a error message and exit the program. See here, if head is null, then I will put a error message. I will put a error message. Now in next step, so here linked list is not empty. That means I have some element. Then what I have to do? I have to find the desired element. I have to find the desired element. So how I am going to find the desired element? So initially, so okay, sorry. Before going to find the element, first I will create a element with the given data. With the given data. See why I didn't create initially? Why? Because see, if the elements are available, then only I need to insert. So if the elements are not available, should I insert or should I create the value? No, no need. So by saving the space, I am checking, first checking, then creating. Initially, previously only we read the data, what the data we want to insert. But that creation I am doing after checking. If the operation is okay, if I can do the operation, then only I will create a node. Okay, here as you seen in the previous examples also, I created a node with the malloc. Am I right? Here I am creating a node. Then in new node, what I have to do? So I am inserting the data. Am I right? I need to insert the data. So here check, the node is node 7. I have some elements. I have some elements here. Node 7 is here. You can say the rule number 7, rule number 4, rule number 24. These three elements or three students are available in DS class. So now if I check, okay, I have already some students uh, in my class. So I can insert one more student. So now I will create a space for that student, or I will create a space for that node. Now I created a space. Here as you previously seen, First I will put only data. So 50 is the data. Now, if you see the previous examples, if I am inserting at the start, I will directly put previous element as null. If I am inserting at the end, I will directly put next element as null. Why? Because these are inserting at the starting or ending. These are clear. Now, here I am inserting after some value. I don't know where I am inserting, whether I can insert after first element or whether I can insert after the last element also. So I don't know what is the previous element, what is the next element. So that is the main difference between the previous insertions and these insertions. In previous insertions, I know at least either previous value or next value. But in this, I don't know what is the previous value, what is the next value. Why? Because I'm inserting after a some desired position. I don't know the where I can insert or either I can insert or not. I don't know. Am I right? If the desired value is found, then only I can insert. Am I right? No. So that's why I only filled the data value only. So data is 50. So I I created a 50. Am I right? I created 50. Now here you can see my desired value is 4. So I need to insert after 4. I need to insert after 4. Now, what I have to do? Now, I need to check is the 4 is available in the class or not, or in the linked list or not. First, I need to check. How to check? Simply, okay, this is the code for creating a node. As you previously seen, it is the code. Am I right? You already seen in the starting and ending also. I don't need to explain here. Okay, now only I'm doing the data operation only. I'm not inserting any previous or next elements. Now next, I will set temporary equals to head. Why? Because as I previously explained, I need to find the desired element. So here temporary equals to head. Now I need to start from the starting. Now okay, temporary is head. What is head? Head is node 7. Am I right? The head is node 7. So temporary variable stores node 7. Now here I am checking whether this next element is null or not, or the temporary variable is null or not. Why I am checking? If the temporary variable null means there is no elements left in the program. There is no left elements left in the linked list. If there is no elements left, then I will directly put a error message. Right? If I directly put a error message. Why? Because if this process is continued here, if I don't find the last element, then I will go here. See here, I am checking whether it is the last element or not. So if I check here, if I check here, see, if it is the last, not the last element, then what I have to do? I have to check whether it is the desired element or not. Check whether it is a desired element or not. If it is desired element, I will do the process. If it is not a desired element, I will go to the next element. Am I right? Until I reach the final statement. So if I find the desired element, then here I will break the statement. Am I right? Here I will break the statement. So this while loop doesn't, or this linked list doesn't read the null. If it is reading the null means I haven't find the desired element, then I will directly show a error message. Am I right? If here the condition is failed, then it is means error. Or if I find any desired element in the linked list, then here I will do the swapping process. I will do the swapping process or injection processes. Then I will break the loop. Wherever I found the element, I will break the loop there. If I have 5 elements, my desired element is in second only, then I will break at the second loop. Why? Because I find at second. Okay, let's see how it is happening. Okay, now see, temporary node equals to 7. Am I right? Here I am checking whether it is the desired element or not. See, temporary 7 is it, sorry, node 7 is desired. No, is desired is 4. Here node 7, it is not equal. So next what I have to do? I have to move. I have to move. Next, if I move, temporary equals to temporary next. What is temporary next? Here node 7 is temporary. Am I right? So temporary next means node 4. Now temporary variable stores node 4. So this process will be continued until I find the desired element. If I didn't find the desired element, what will happen? It simply put the error message. If I find the desired element, I will do the swapping. If I didn't find the desired element, then it will go to the last element. In the last element also, if I didn't find the desired element, then I will put a error message. Remember this one. Okay. Now this process is continued until I find the end element or desired element. End element or desired element. Now I found the desired element. What is it? Temporary. Node 4 equals to desired element 4. So now I need to find a variable. Am I right? I need to insert this new node after this 4. I need to insert an element after this 4. Okay. Now what I have to do? So here I again check. Now it is false. That means we previously checked this one. The previous one, see this one here. If the desired data is if the temporary data is not equals to after, I will do the swapping. If it is false, then I will do the insertion. Am I right? See here, if it is true, that means if it is not equals to the desired, I will do the swapping. Otherwise, I will do the else process. I will do else process. So here node 7 I am checking. Node 4 equals to desired equals to 4. So now it goes to the next step, that is ninth step. So I need to insert the element. What are the steps I need to do? These are the steps. Okay. If the else block, new node next will become as temporary next. New node previous will become as temporary. If it is not an last element, if the previous element is not null, then temporary next will stores the previous node. Sorry, temporary next previous will become as new node. Next temporary next uses new node. Let's see how it is happening. Am I right? How it is happening. Now, what I have to do? See here. Am I right? Now, node 7, node 4, node 50. See here, I inserted node 50 here. Here, I inserted node 50. So, between 4 and 24. Between 4 and 24. Am I right? I need to insert a element after desired node 4. So, node 4, after node 4, node 50 will come. See, if you clearly see, previously node 4 is referring to node 24. Am I right? Previously it is referring to the node 24. But is it right? As because I inserted 50 after 4. Now, if you see, is it referring to 50? No, that's why I need to do the process. So first, new node next will become as temporary next. New node become as new node next will become as temporary next. See here, here first we have 4 3 and 24. Now I inserted the 50 between. Am I right? So whatever the data here next will become as this one next. So here you can see in the diagram, the node 4 previously refers 24. That means temporary next. Am I right? Temporary next will become as new node next. What is new node? 50 next. You see, you can see in the diagram. After 50, you can find the 24. After 50, you can find 24. So this statement is right. Am I right? This statement is right. New node next will become as temporary node. What is 24? This is new node 24. Am I right? Next, what I have to do? Next, new node previous become as temporary. Am I right? So 50 inserted after 4. Am I right? 50 inserted after 4. So 50 previous will become as node 4. 50 previous will become as node 4. Now see, this one next element, if it is not null, that means it is last element. If it is last element, then can I find the next element, or can I find this one? So if I want to insert a element after 24, if I want to insert a element after 24, am I inserting the element between the values? No, I am inserting the element after some value. Am I right? So that's why I need to check this statement. If temporary next is not null, then only I going to change the 24 value. Then only I need to change the 24 value. Now, what is the 24 value? Temporary next previous will become as new node. What is new node? Node 50. Temporary. Next previous will become as node 4. New node. What is new node? Node 50. Am I right? The 24 mundu node 50 undandi. So this node 50 will become as a previous of node 24. Previous of node 24. Next I need to check temporary next will become as new node. See here temporary variable, that is desired element next element refers to node 24. Refers to node 24 is correct? No, it must refer to the new node, that is node 50. Am I right? Okay, here it comes to node 50. So some of the changes I need to done. Okay, sorry. Now here it comes to the node 50. Okay. Now, so this is the complete program. If I want to insert a element at the ending, or sorry, at the desired position. Here the heading is wrong. Sorry, double linked list insert at the desired position. This is my complete program. Here I am inserting. Alright, here I'm inserting, or I'm creating a temporary variable. I am reading the value. I'm checking whether it is a empty linked list or not. If it is a empty linked list, then I will put a error message. If it's not, then I will do the process. Okay. Now here, see, in else condition, it is success message. In else, if program reaches to else, that means I found the desired element, then I am inserted the value. That's why here you can see status equals to 1. So status equals to 1 means it is success. So here success message will come, then automatically break the loop, this complete loop. If I made in previously I have 3 elements, so I have to search for 3 times. But in the second element only I found the desired element. So I need to stop the loop at the second element only. So that's why I put here break. Now, if this process is not done, the status will be 0. Initially I declared as 0. The status 0 means I didn't find the element. So I will put a error message here also. Here I will put a error message. So this is how we are doing in a double linked list. If I want to convert this program into a single linked list, simple. See, if there is any previous statements is available in this program, if I can delete those program, or if I can delete those lines, then it will convert into a single linked list. So see here, it is referring to previous. This if statement also referring to previous. So if I delete these two lines, if I delete these two lines, then it will become as single linked list insert at the desired position. Alright. Now this is the program how we are going to insert a element at the desired position. I hope you everyone understand the program. Thank you.